Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Skyman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. I don't know whether it has occurred to you what would happen if the servers are audited and it is discovered that William Samoei Ruto did not win the elections. I don't know why you are aware that Rigathi Gachagua is vehemently opposing the auditing of 2022 general elections. What would happen if it is discovered that Raila Amolo Odinga won the elections? And we know very well that already William Samoei Ruto was sworn in as the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. And the Supreme Court declared the same, that William Samoei Ruto was validly elected as the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. What would happen, ladies and gentlemen? In this video, I want us to look at the reason why Rigathi Gachagua is vehemently opposing the opening of the servers. The reason why we are staring at a very, very dangerous scenario, an extremely dangerous scenario that nobody can be able to handle, including William Samoei Ruto, including the international community. Ladies and gentlemen, do you think Raila Amolo Odinga can be contained if it is discovered that he won the elections? If independent auditors wakuje watuonyeshe ya kwamba kusema kweli Raila won the election, tunaweza kujipata katika hatari kubwa sana. And in this video, it is these consequences of opening the servers that I want us to look at. The first scenario is that Raila Amolo Odinga will go wild. That is the truth of the matter. Raila is a political animal, very interesting, very powerful, very influential, very energetic. Call it the Agwabo. Call him Agwabo. But I'm telling you, if it is discovered, William Samoei Ruto must vacate office. That is the truth of the matter. Because Raila will hit the road and it will be very, very difficult for him to contain him. And I cannot imagine what will happen to Azimio, kwa sababu tunaona vizuri sana. Inaweza kuwa vigumu sana kujaribu sasa kusema kwamba William Samoei Ruto hawezi akatoka kwenye uongozi. This is a danger that would confront this country. Nairobi would erupt. Kisumu would lead. Mombasa would erupt. Everywhere would erupt, including Mount Kenya. Especially if it comes at a time when people are very tired of William Samoei Ruto. In fact, watu wamechoshwa sana na William Samoei Ruto. And that is why you see him. He's campaigning because of what is happening. Na kuambia hili jambo likitokea kwamba watu wajue kwamba William Samoei Ruto hakushinda uchaguzi na aliyeshinda uchaguzi ni Raila Amolo Odinga. Because that is what Azimio believes, that he won the elections. And if an independent server or if the independent audits comes out, na tuseme ya kwamba sasa wajitokeze na onyesha kwamba alipata tuseme kwa mfano something like 8 million. What do you think Raila Amolo Odinga will do? What do you think Kalonzo will do? In wengine akina Wajakoya, wale wote ambao walikuwa na muuga mkono Agwabo. I can tell you, nobody would be able to handle the consequences. The second scenario is that the country would be ungovernable. I tell you, the country would erupt into riots. And haitaweza kuwa rahisi kwa William Samoei Ruto to contain Kenyans. Haitakuwa rahisi because I strongly believe even in the diaspora watu wanaweza kuripuka. Wakenya walio katika nchi za ughaibuni wataweza kuripuka kwa sababu ya vile ambavyo wanaweza kusherekea na vile ambavyo because you see what would happen is that William Samoei Ruto would not have the guts now to be called the President of the Republic of Kenya. Itaweza kuwa vigumu sana, anaweza kujipata katika hali ambayo sasa hata yeye mwenyewe hata kujiona kama rais inaweza kuwa vigumu sana. This is why Rigathi Gachagua is vehemently opposing the opening of the servers. You know, Gachagua also consumed intelligence information. And when UDA realized that William Samoei Ruto has accepted to have an audit of the servers, unless they have done something, unless he knows very well that he won the elections, this is a very, very risky move if you ask any political analyst. The second or the third scenario is that Raila will definitely, even if he does, because I believe he will start claiming the presidency, atajitokeza na mtampatia, kwa sababu kama alishida atakuwa ameshida, na kama alishidwa itakubalika kwamba alishidwa. But now when it is discovered that Raila won the elections, definitely is going to claim that he's the president, and he has to be sworn in. Whatever the method that will be used, he has to be sworn in. That is a scenario that would happen. Again, William Samoei Ruto would completely lose the legitimacy. You know, kuna jambo moja ambalo limekuwa likimsumbua William Samoei Ruto, the issue of legitimacy. Na sasa wakati itatokea kwamba ionekane ya kwamba kusema kweli hakushida huu uchaguzi, do you think he shall have the guts to say that he won the elections? Because this is something that he knows very well, that he has been struggling with the issue of legitimacy. And that is why we are having the national dialogue. And that is why America is very keen to ensure that peace prevails in this country. And William Samoei Ruto's legitimacy is put to rest. And even when they are meeting, because they also understand they are meeting with Raila Amolo Odinga's secretary, it is because of the issue of legitimacy, because it's something that is very, very important to any president. The other thing is about the stability of the nation. If we discover that Raila Amolo Odinga won the election, the stability of Kenya as we know it would be in jeopardy. Indeed, it would even be very easy for people who would not even expect to react, they would react. Because if I may ask you, if William Samoei Ruto did not win the elections, would he still be the commander-in-chief of the armed forces? Would our security officers take this issue kindly? Because one thing I know about our security officers is that they are very professional. But they are professional up to a point whereby the rule of the law is upheld. So what if, when you have a commander-in-chief who did not win the elections, and it is known what will happen? I think the stability of this country would be in great risk. Again, I'm talking about the issue of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, kama kuna watu ambao wanaweza kujipata katika hali baya sana, ni Supreme Court, mahakama ya upeo. Nobody would ever listen again to the Supreme Court. And people will start asking for the disbandment of the Supreme Court. Kwa sababu itakuwa imepoteza ile kazi yake. It will have lost completely the moral authority even to preside over a future arbitration of a presidential petition. Kwa sababu hani watu ambao waliongea about chasing the wind, sijui hot air, sijui what, wild goose chase. The language that was actually not very, very appealing. The ruling was questioned by many people. The language itself was in bad taste. So how would the Supreme Court be able to listen to or to preside over a future presidential petition? It will have to be disbanded, truth be told. That's why I'm saying that this country would change forever. Again, the legitimacy of William Samoei Ruto would come to an end. I don't know what you think, but if it is discovered that Raila Amolo Odinga won the elections, William Samoei Ruto should be ready to handle the consequences. And I'm afraid that he may not be able to handle the consequences. I'm afraid even the United Nations may not be able to handle the situation. That is my take, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, let us interact with the comment section. Maybe put your input there, write what you think, like this video, and maybe you can also let me know where you're watching this video from. Bye-bye.